Hey, this is Reagan, and I'm out here on a run on a nice, cool fall morning. And I was just listening to some of the Holy Post, and they're talking about Sodom and Gomorrah. Supposedly, there's some interesting evidence about a meteor that hit, and people wondering if that was what happened. But more importantly, they were talking on the podcast about, and excuse my water bottle jostling and making noise. They were talking on the podcast about how the sin of Sodom and Gomorrah, and this is true, is not about what they did sexually, primarily. The sin of Sodom and Gomorrah is made clear in Ezekiel when he says the problem is that God judged because his people were not doing his things. Meaning, these were people that were chosen by God and holy, and they were not welcoming the foreigner. They were mistreating the poor. They were doing the opposite of everything that the law told them to do. And of course, as we know now, everything Jesus told us to do. And it was because of that they were judged. And it just made me think of today. I just wrote an article for my newsletter at church from a TikTok video, actually, about a pastor who goes into a coffee shop or something and has a collar on. Somebody comes over to him and starts talking to him about how Christians are persecuted. And he says, I don't know that they're persecuted. I think maybe we're in review. That the world is seeing what Christians claim to be, and then what Christians are actually. And they're putting us on review, and we are not passing. Just like Sodom and Gomorrah. If we don't live up to the way of Christ, the world sees it. So if we go back to the Shema, or what Scott McKnight called the Jesus Creed, Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, with all your strength, and love your neighbor as yourself. If we do those things, the world sees Jesus. How well are we doing those things right now? I'm not sure we're passing.